Hi. So today is a good day to talk about the divine, the human, and the devil within us. And especially if you're somebody who don't look at people from the eyes of status, position, organizations, and all of that. If you just look at humans as humans or people as people, what is it that denotes the divine in you, the human in you, and the devil in you, right? And people are more or less falling in one or the other category. They actually don't overlap at all. So divines are very easy to kind of find out, right? The divinity is in people who are very stable, who are intense. So that's one very easy tell. They are very heart and purpose led. These are people who live by their heart. So they live by these lifelong kind of choices. They absolutely have massive values. They constantly are growing and self-developing into the highest version. And they take care of one and all. Even if somebody is undeserving, they'll take care of that person. So that's the divine, right? And the human. Most of us fall within that, including me. So we tend to live between the rajas and the tamas, the good and the bad. And we are pretty self-led, individualistic as people. Our quest, of course, is hard and divine intelligence, but we keep making mistakes and we keep taking U-turns. We are of course led by inner beat, which self-corrects for transformation, because highest good of course is the end result that all of us want. It is very much dependent on the company that we keep. So a human requires company to stay on the right path, or the highest path, or whatever you want to call it, and is mostly led by the sangha, the bhakti, the sadhana, or the gyan, right? Devotion, intelligence, practice, and the company you keep. Now the devil is very interesting, right? Because it's hard to actually find out who's the devil and who's the god, because they're almost godlike. They're what I call false gods, right? But they're really selfish, and there's a certain darkness to them. You always feel like they have a secret. You don't know what it quite is, but they have this secretive life that you know it's there, but you don't know what it is. And they will swallow information in people for their own good. So they are constantly moving groups, or they are aligning to power at all times. So whoever is in power, whoever is the highest shining bright star, they will be found in that galaxy by default. They make very grandiose, impossible statements like, I never lie, I'm uncorruptible, but their words and actions don't match. And because they live in the realm of secrets and darkness, they would have habits which are numbing, which can make a human disappear. So darkness or these habits would be a way for them to have a shared secret with you. So hey, let's go drink together, hey, let's just smoke up. So stuff like that. They will find something like this to kind of hold over you. They will deny all heart and emotionality behind impenetrable logic and intelligence. They will make you feel bad about having emotions or a heart. You will almost feel like you're at fault for being human, right? Or for having like simple heart emotional needs. So that's like the map of sorts. Why do you have to know this? Because sometimes you have to just look beyond everything that we put on and just look at what the being is, and this is your orientation. So whatever your orientation, you will attract that, right? Humans will attract humans, and the divine, and somebody who's a little more devilish will have a little more devilish company, and that's fine, and that's that. And I think the only way to protect yourself in life in general is to keep good company. I mean, I think I have constantly grown in my life only because of the company that I keep. They're almost godlike. They are not false gods at all. The false god will get repelled by authenticity and openness. So I think the biggest protection you can have against any of it is authenticity and openness. Just refuse to lie, just refuse to have secrets, just refuse to have any darkness. And that's that. So happy Navratras. Let's have great start to a new beginning, and let's have fun.